So I'm not really worried about the return on money, which should be decent. If you hear both the songs, they are completely not similar in terms of melody. I think we've opened really well. We've done about 30 crores in the first 3 days. I think Monday did fairly decently at about 35-40%, 40% I think of. So that was at I think close to 4 crores. The figures are still being collated and coming around. So we're very happy with the way the film's open. And let's see how this week goes.
शराबी है, लॉन्डीबाज है, एक गंदी आदत और है, ईमानदार है.
Actually, I don't know the definition. For example, it's bigger than Love Aajkal in terms of the first 3 days. It's a film that's been made for 50 crores. The promotion is 12. Music and satellite are sold. So what we actually need to do at the box office is about, from India, overseas and home video, we need to cover about just about over 30. So we're going to be fine with it. So those are the. So I'm not really worried about the return on money, which should be decent. That was a song that's been. It'll go on television from yesterday, so it's already on television, and it's a single that's just got launched. So you can download it from T-Series. आशा है आपकी यात्रा सुखद रही. And then he says, मेरा नाम फरा फकेश है, आपका नाम क्या है? And he smiles, and it goes black. You cut and go into Govind bolo, Gopal bolo, jo chahe bolo, bolo Hari Hari. So it's the reason we've cut it is so we go into the track when the track kills. And that's the track that got added for the opening titles. It was first on the theme, and then we sat and made it into a track. So that was a last-minute addition. What Pungi, yeah, but that's something that they were trying to get a stay, and the case got the stay was obviously thrown out. If you hear both the songs, there's the band's. Do you remember the band's name? It's Khasam Khanam, and that's the track by. And if you hear both the songs, they are completely not similar in terms of melody. There's some reference to the beginning of the song having a groove, which if you watch the film, that groove is not there in the film also. It's just there are two versions of the song, one, and grooves are similar in 20 songs. It's not, but Pritam's melody is completely original. The lyrics are completely original. It's just, I think it came just before release, so the timing was a bit whatever. But any which ways, now we will know it's an original melody, and anybody who has any confusion should hear both the songs, and they'll know that there was no similarity in the two of them. I think it's a story that Shriram's written, and we back that story. The film is new in terms of format. It moves very quickly. It keeps you at the edge of the seat. For that, it's a slightly new format of a film. So I think that's taking over. Like a lot of people have seen the film and they've said when they went and saw it the second time they liked it more. Yeah, we've got reactions. We've got some extreme reactions. But I think by this weekend we'll know where we stand in terms of this film. A lot of people have liked the caliber of film in terms of from a producing perspective and from Illuminati's perspective. A lot of people come and say that it's a film that has an international look. It's a product that you can be proud of in terms of how it's looking, and as a production, it's a very well produced film for us. But ultimately, it's the film. You know, the film has to work in entirety. So that's something like a lot of people have appreciated the way we've pulled the film off. Whether it's the action, whether it's the production value in it. So that's something that makes you feel good. I think Morocco we went to Riga. These are two places, Latvia, where the reason we went there also was because for us to come into the budget that we wanted to go, Latvia, our rupee goes further in Morocco, where they're cheaper than other places, and they give us complete control. So we get ease of execution, and the cost per day is much lower. And we get a look which is as good as anywhere in Europe or Morocco. So I think that was where we came in, because we planned it sensibly. And went to places which would give us the maximum value. I think Delhi was difficult, not because of anything else, because Delhi, when you see the film, the way we've represented Delhi sets, we've done action in live traffic, sets driven through live traffic. So for that, the kind of permissions, the kind of coordination that was required, and the way we needed it, so that would be the most difficult schedule we executed. Because it's action, each schedule has its own sense of complications, but what's nice is at the end of it, we got what we wanted. I think I like his introduction, where he says, "Asha hai aapki yatra sukhad rahi," and the way the girl looks at him and says, "Mera naam Farhar, aapka naam kya hai?" And it goes into Saif Ali Khan and his Agent Vinod. That's interesting.
आशा है कि आपकी यात्रा सुखद रही.
मेरा नाम फरा फकेश. आपका नाम क्या है?
कपिल देव.
That section in Morocco where he enters the door when Rakama, the South Indian track, is playing, and he goes in and you intercut with how the guy got the scar, and that's intercut with real time. That's a sequence which I think is very, very... I also like the scene that he has with Freddy Kambata in the aircraft. I also like the way the whole Delhi chapter was executed in terms of the tone of it. It keeps you at the edge. I also like the scene in Karachi where he's got and he says ke ek thandi beer chahiye. So it's nice to have a couple of scenes you like.
कोई आखिरी ख्वाहिश नहीं पूछेंगे कर्नल साहब?
हेलीकॉप्टर चाहिए यहाँ से निकलने के लिए।
एक ठंडा बियर चाहिए।
और कुछ?
आप जूस लेंगे?
We'd love to make part 2, and it's all set up to be part 2, but for that we need to put a script into place, which will begin.